Welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. On this Shotcut tutorial, I'm going to show you some simple ways to adjust your audio levels and also a few ways that you can normalize or balance your audio as well. So once you've brought your clip down to your project timeline, there are a few things that you could do to make it easier. The first thing you could do is to turn on your peak meter. So if it's not on, you won't be able to see your volume levels. But once you have it on, you'll be able to see your volume levels, including the decibels. And then down here on your clip, you could right click and then go to your properties, and you see this option to show audio waveforms, because if you have it off, you won't be able to see your audio waveforms. So it's very important that you do have that on. And other thing you could do is you could actually make this track taller. So you could say make tracks taller. It'll make it easier for you to see the audio waveforms. And also you could hold down the control key and then scroll in to zoom in as well. So those are some things you could do to make things a little bit easier as you are adjusting your audio levels. And so the first and easiest way to adjust your audio levels is to use the gain and volume filter. So all you have to do is go here to your filters tab, then go to the audio portion, and you'll see a variety of different audio filters available. So you could go as basic as you want or as complex as you want. It really depends on what you need. So we're going to choose gain and volume. And this one's fairly simple. You can either increase your volume levels or decrease it, and this will affect the entire audio clip. And this is where your audio peak meter is going to be important, because as you listen to it, you'll see where your audio levels are. And the general rule of thumb is you don't want to go above 0 decibels. That's when you can start experiencing clipping or audio distortion. And so that's the first and easiest way to apply the gain and volume filter. However, this applies to the entire audio clip. So what if you're in a case where you don't want this to be the same volume for the entire clip? Well, there are a number of ways that you could do that with the gain and volume filter. The first thing you can do is just to use a split at playhead. And by doing that, you split up your clips, and then you can apply different gain and volume filters for each portion of your audio. So that is one way. The other way is you could actually use keyframes. So if you go here to your keyframes tab and then add a keyframe right here, you could now apply the gain and volume filter. So in this case, you want it to be at this volume, and maybe here you want it to be at a louder volume. You could increase it here by just increasing the volume there, and you could decrease it here as well. So that's another way that you could actually adjust your volume at different points in your clip by using keyframes. But now let's look at some other filters that will allow you more flexibility when it comes to normalizing and balancing your audio. For all your email management needs, check out Aweber, the preferred choice news at GeekOutdoors.com. Sign up today and get a 30-day free trial. For more information, check out the affiliate link in the description area below. So when it comes to normalizing or balancing your audio, there are a lot of options available. However, I'm going to focus on some key filters that I think will work well for the majority of people, starting off with the Normalize filters. There's a Normalize 1-pass and 2-pass. So we're going to choose 2-pass first because it is the simpler of the two. So in this case, you have a target loudness level. So once you've chosen your target loudness, you just choose Analyze, and it's going to look through your entire audio clip. And once that's done and you play your audio, it's going to try to hit this target loudness level. So that's the first Normalize filter. So the second one is Normalize 1-pass. So this one not only gives you the target loudness, but it also gives you an analysis window, maximum gain, minimum gain, and maximum rate. And I think this one is the better option when it comes to normalization because it gives you more flexibility. So now that we've seen the Normalize filters, let's look at the final filter that I think will work best overall if you need to balance or normalize your audio, and that's the limiter filter. So this one gives you three main options. There's your input gain, which allows you to control the volume. But most importantly, there is a limit feature, which allows you to limit the maximum decibels that you get on your audio to make sure that you don't exceed a certain level. And finally, there is a release, which controls how long it takes to get back to 0 decibels. I really don't mess with this at all. I primarily just choose the input gain and most importantly, the limit. So in this case, I've increased these to 5 decibels, but the limiter I'm going to set to -5 decibels. So here, it shouldn't exceed -5, but at the same time, my volume will be higher as well. So as we play this, we'll see that the volume is louder, but at the same time, it shouldn't exceed this -5 decibels. So this works well because it's going to increase the portions that are lower, but at the same time, it's going to make sure that your loudest points do not exceed this limit level. So that's how you would actually adjust your audio levels, normalize, and balance it. So if you actually had any thoughts in this or any other ways in which you do this, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you want to see more of my Shotcut tutorials and tips, I do have a playlist. I'll leave that in the description as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Go Content Creators group, where you get access to additional videos and content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Go Content Creators group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.